In this lesson, we'll see how customers, powered by the social web, are now collaborators, domain experts, and brand advocates with significant impact over your brand. How the social feedback cycle links customers to your business, and how through participation you can build your marketing plan. Let's take a look at Comcast and a very basic example of managing brand image using social media. Public conversation, the reputation of the cable guy, all drove the idea of using social media to transform Comcast's brand reputation. Building on social media, Frank Eliason created the Comcast Cares social presence built around Twitter. It enabled customers to simply interact with the brand and ask, for example, when is the Comcast cable person going to show up at my house? This gave customers a little bit of control over their day and sort of restored a balance between Comcast as a service provider and the customer as a service expector. Let's take a look at the Hindustan Times. This is an Indian newspaper, and this idea of co-creation. The Hindustan Times encouraged its readers to submit ideas on the kinds of things that they would think made interesting articles. This enhanced readership, which obviously is important to publishers, and gave readers a new role as part of the news generation process. Let's move on now to a more advanced use of collaborative technology, of social technology, in the My Starbucks Idea website. This is a site where you can share, vote, and discuss ideas which from a consumer's perspective would make sense if implemented. We've all had this experience where you have an idea that would make a product or service better, and then the question becomes, how do you offer that up to the company? And social media, social technology like this is a perfect example of how to do this. Here we are on the Starbucks website. This is My Starbucks Idea, and you can see I've logged in. This is not an anonymous proposition. The proper use of the social web never is. People want credit for their ideas. They want credit for the conversations that they're having, and they want to be recognized as individuals. If you have an idea, if you want to view ideas, if you want to see what's happened, it's very important to see the social proof, if you will, to see other people talking about it or to see other people's ideas that have actually been implemented. Let's look at some of the ideas that customers are suggesting. Bringing Starbucks Refreshers. It's a brand new product that Starbucks has just released. Sharing ideas from iPads. A Tezos store for the hometown of Seattle. All of these are customer-driven ideas, and the cool thing about it is you can then go in and look at the ideas where you can vote on them and decide whether you like this idea, whether you want to modify it a little bit. It's all very cool stuff. So we saw on the My Starbucks Idea site how sharing, voting, discussing all sort of come together and give customers a way to participate with the brand. Why does this matter? Well, first off, ideas like the splash stick are very important from the innovation perspective of the brand. Even more than that, if we look at things like the stock performance of the company, and this is not to suggest that social media drives the stock price directly, but the red line in this chart is Tim Hortons, the blue line is Starbucks, and you can see beginning in about 2008, when Starbucks undertook a number of efforts, including its social media program, its brand has been on a substantially different trajectory than its competition. So this idea that through social technology we can actually create a more powerful link with customers is actually quite compelling. Some key takeaways. Number one, customers are a brand building force. Second, the social feedback cycle that we looked at just briefly is a formal method for enhancing your marketing program. The key to an effective and powerful marketing plan is participation.